Well, with me right now is the president of the official Stuttgart Asia fan club based here in Singapore, and it's Hartmut Dongus. Yeah, welcome to the show, Hartmut. And I'm sorry, I've never heard of a Stuttgart fan club. This is the first time I'm hearing it. When did it start?
Started about a year ago. A couple of guys of us meeting on a networking event and suddenly realized, hey, we are all Stuttgart supporters. Why don't we set up a fan club? So we got in contact with 1.VfB Stuttgart. They told us you need at least 10 members and you need to organize yourself. Then one of the members said once you are 10 members and you organize yourself, you need to register a society. So we started registering the society, which officially got registered 12th of July. And sometimes in November we get the official documents from 1.VfB Stuttgart to be recognized as official fan club of 1.VfB Stuttgart.
Oh, wow. So you're an officially recognized, registered group. Supporters group of Stuttgart. That's amazing. How many members do you guys have now?
About 30 members now. But I have to admit, 9 of them are kids, some of them too young.
It's okay, you have to start young. You have to start young, right?
21 adults.
What do you guys do aside from getting together to watch the matches, I presume?
For the last couple of months, we were organizing ourselves. We still have to get a logo. We still have to get a T-shirt. That's not the official T-shirt.
Well, it's a nice T-shirt, actually.
So, and then once we have settled down with those administrative matters, we are thinking of maybe organizing a bowling tournament together with other supporters of other Bundesliga clubs, maybe participate in some football games. We have some quite sporty guys.
All right.
Let's see.
Do you guys have an official meeting place?
Last year we started watching at one of the members' place, but since this season we watch the games whenever they are screened at Brotzeit Raffle City. It's sometimes a challenge for the late games on Saturday or on Sunday, and especially on the Friday night or Saturday morning games. But this upcoming Friday, Saturday, the game against Dortmund, they're going to show it. So 3:30 in the morning, we're all going to be there and watch the game.
Before we get to that game, let's talk about Stuttgart's performance so far. You must be really happy with how Stuttgart is doing. I mean, after that, I would say, treacherous start. I mean, it was 3 losses in a row at the start of the season, but now unbeaten in 7 games. I mean, that's quite an amazing feat.
Yeah, they turned around things quite a bit. Thomas Schneider turned around things quite a bit. I think most important is that they found a starting formation and they found a setup with the traditional 4-2-3-1, which they are comfortable with. Especially if you look at the left attacking side with Boca and Gentner in the back, and then we have Traore and Maxim coming in from the middle, and then Ibisevic in the front, very, very strong. And not to forget the standards of Maxim, they are deadly.
Now, what else do you think, aside from finding the formation and finding the right players, do you think Thomas Schneider has done?
I think he, first of all, gave every player a new chance. One of them was William Christ, who was out under Labadia. Maxim was not in favors of Labadia, so both of them improved dramatically. Also, he's more supporting the young players. Being the former U17 coach of Stuttgart, he knows all the young players. And Stuttgart has now, with Timo Werner, one of the youngest players in the Bundesliga. Also other players like Reni Khedira, which is not a regular yet, but I think he has huge potential. Antonio Rüdiger. So we have quite a number of interesting young players coming up there in Stuttgart.
Is there anything else that Thomas Schneider has brought to the table ever since he came in?
I think what is also important is what happened before Thomas Schneider became coach. There has been quite a change in summer this year. There's a new president at Stuttgart and there is a new chairman of the supervisory board. Both have changed positions in June, July, and they changed the complete setup of the club. It's much more informal now, much more relaxed, it seems. And that's where Thomas Schneider, as a Stuttgart player, he joined Stuttgart at the age of 10, which he is benefiting from.
All right, let's talk about last weekend. You would say it was 2 points drop against Nuremberg, wouldn't you? 1-1 draw.
Yes, I would say so. I would say so.
What do you think went wrong for Stuttgart?
I think, firstly, what I mentioned before, the attack over the left was not as efficient as in the earlier games. And then the standards, they were just unlucky. And then they had a couple of great chances. Martin Harnik basically had 2 100% chances. One time in front of the goalkeeper and one time the header in the 46th minute. They had an offside goal. They had a cross which went to the post. So there were at least 4 or 5 chances which should have been a goal and would have been the 3 points then.
All right. Well, your club Stuttgart are now 8th in the table. I know it's still early days. I mean, only 10 match days have passed. But do you see Stuttgart actually pushing for a spot in perhaps maybe Europa or even the Champions League?
I'm happy that you're not asking me whether they are still fighting for champion. I think Champions League is a tall order. Also, Bernd Wahler, the new president of VfB Stuttgart, clearly said that in 3 to 5 years' time they want to be a regular in the Champions League again. Now, Europa League, given the current tight midfield in the German Bundesliga, between 4th and 15th place, only 6 points separating the teams. Yes, Europa League definitely is a possibility.
Now, it's been a problem with some of the German clubs in the Europa League right now, for instance, like Freiburg, who don't have the depth to actually compete on two fronts. Do you see Stuttgart having already that depth, or would you say that some players need to be brought over?
I think Stuttgart actually has the opposite problem, because they prepared for 3 tournaments. They prepared for Pokal, they prepared for Europa Liga and for Bundesliga. So they have players like Abdelawi, or they have Kakao. They have a very strong squad which is designed to play 3 tournaments, but they only play 1 now. So they have the depth for sure.
All right, one final question before we let you go. If a fan of a Stuttgart here in Singapore wants to be part of your whole gang, how do they go about doing that?
You can contact us at vfb.stuttgart.fanclub.singapore, Singapore written the German way, at hotmail.com. But you can also find us on Facebook, where we have a webpage. You can just get in contact.
So what do we look for on Facebook?
First, VfB Stuttgart Fanclub Asia Singapore.
All right, thank you very much, Hartmut.